Oh, did it work? Oh my goodness. Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Let me turn the light. I have no idea what's happening. I'm getting the circle of death. I have internet. I've tried multiple places in the house. My goodness. Let me turn some lights on. This is going to be. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the deal is here. I mean, we live in the city, we have high speed internet, and this isn't the first time I've had issues with my live, but this is the first time it was like running like a crazy hamster wheel. So interesting. So I'm a little bit unsettled now, but we'll get through this. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for staying with me. I love you guys. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. It's going to be one of those mornings, I think. Oh boy. How are you guys doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are on this journey. My goodness. And I don't have my mouse. My mouse is upstairs too. So bear with me, guys. Thank you so much. All right. So, with that being said, I hope you guys are doing great. Hello, NLN. Yeah, big breaths now. Oh boy. I know I went downstairs, didn't work. I tried restarting my computer. Hello, Jackie's Crystal Moon. Thank you guys for joining me again. A little bit of a crazy morning now here. And now I've lost like 20 minutes. So sorry, guys. But thank you for joining me here. Again, yes, Jackie Crystal Moon. She has some awesome tarot readings as well. So go check her channel out. All right, let's see what we have for you guys today. Mary, good morning or afternoon, good evening. You sent me a message here about Starmer has thrown the UK to the EU wolves, and their loss. Our loss is their gain. What did the cards say? I actually was looking into this before this whole fiasco started, so maybe I'll even do a video on that. But what I had the Six of Cups. I had the Six of Cups in that Starmer's energy, and let me just see what cards I had here. I have them on the top. Yeah, so I have the Six of Cups, and this is showing, from what I can see, this is him reviving old EU ties and certain alliances that were coming out as well. But I also had the Queen of Swords, I had the Nine of Cups, the Three of Swords, and also the Ace of Swords. So when I was looking at this, I'll just do like a brief overview because I may do a couple videos on some of your guys' requests here. But when I see this, it feels like he's like sitting pretty here. This is something like he feels like he's succeeded. But you know what, you guys? There is nothing here showing this anchoring into the ground. This is very much, there's no pentacles. This feels very just almost, I kept getting the word optics as well. So when I was looking at this whole situation here, I had the Three of Wands as the outcome, which is, entering into a phase of partnerships. This is expansion and, possibly giving more than you guys are receiving, right? But when I looked at what was aspecting this, I did have the Ace of Swords. So it does show some kind of a breakthrough. And I had the Sun on the back of the deck, which was showing a big breakthrough and momentum of this isn't going to be something set in stone. Okay. So just keep that in mind. But, this whole thing, you guys, everything is so chaotic and just has to play out. I was looking into I just did yesterday a video on, I haven't posted it yet, but just on moving into more of 5D. And it is beautiful, you guys. We are headed into a very beautiful space and energy, but these old systems have to crumble and fall. We can't bring them with us. So that's something that has come out for a long time. But overall, my friend, with that Ace of Swords, it feels like this is a truth being revealed and clarity coming out. So the public may feel a little trapped and backed into a corner with that Eight of Swords I got, but I don't think this is something that is going to be a long-term thing, okay? So thank you so much for your questions. Um, all right, so let's see what we have here. So NLNL, thank you for joining me. Let's see here. So you're curious, you would love a quick look-sees on Carney and the Liberal cabinet's reform on the PM's rules and the top up of Canada's political situation. So yeah, we'll definitely do a video for you guys on some more momentums, like a bigger in-depth video, but we'll see what the tarot cards have to say. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say. I'll have to just show you. Sorry, my setup's a little messed up now. I had everything going upstairs. And Spirit, what can you share with the energy of, again, with Mark Carney and still like Keir Starmer, you guys? I don't see these actors. I mean, these are just actors being around for a significantly long time. When I looked into Mark Carney before, I it wouldn't surprise me if something big happens way before his term is up. Like, I think in 2025. That's my perspective. But let's see what the cards have to say. What can you share, Spirit, with Canada and its political situation? I actually have pretty good energy here, you guys. So, again, it's like I keep getting that same message for like so much of this stuff, and it's like optics here. We do have that moon energy on the back there too, with the world underneath it. So some major arcanas coming out here. But when we see this, it's almost like this is a structure we have to go through. And he could be positioned as like trying to reset these things, but I really feel like he's not going to be around for a very long time. What can you share, Spirit? Is Carney, I'm going to ask that specific question and see what comes out. What's the energy of Carney? I was getting something about June or July, about something big coming out. And that's coming up pretty soon. What can you share with Carney over the next couple months, Spirit? But he's pretty much gonna, yeah. It's about to move. Oh, yeah. Look at, he's the hermit in the outcome. So I feel like there's some big movements. He's going to restrict a lot of things and push. I mean, Canada coming, you got Canada and the North American Union forming at some point here too. But he's a disruptor. He's going to disrupt and bring chaos and more chaos. He doesn't have a good energy, you guys, and this isn't me just being some big conservative or Pierre Poilievre fan. Like, he does not have the best intentions, but at the same time, these things have to happen for more people to wake up, because we still have our eyes closed. So and you feel that too, not for long, but yeah, it's like they have these roles to play. And because I pulled cards, I pulled so many cards when this election was happening, and energetically, like if you look at, I mean, I'm not super versed in astrology, you guys, but when I was looking at some of the things and the energy between, let's say, Mark and Pierre, like, it made sense that Mark did win with his astrological signs, but that doesn't mean like he's got home free here, because look at this. He is being removed from what I can see. And guess what this card is? Imprisonment. And I'm wondering, I feel like there was someone else. You guys will have to let me know. I don't know if this is something I pulled in the past, but I feel like somebody talked about an arrest too or did I see that? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember what I had this weird dream at one point. I can't remember if it was Carney or someone else, but there was an arrest happening, and this is an imprisonment energy, right? But overall, look at this. So we have Carney removed. Look at what's after that. We have sovereignty and a victory here. So it has its purpose, even though it's uncomfortable. All right. So I would thank you for your question, my friend. I'll definitely do like more of a deeper dive for you guys on that in the days to come. So but you know what's interesting? Also, you guys look at this. Eight of Wands, which is one of my favorite cards, and we have the Five of Cups, right? This is something that I feel like is happening potentially really fast as well. And look at that, Judgment Day. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if something's exposed, especially when we're looking at maybe even him with some of those potential getting linked into the trafficking or Epstein files. I know he was, I think, on the flight logs as well. So the sun that I had, this sun could represent children too. So I wanted to pull one more thing too, because I'm sure you guys have heard of is his name Brandon? There's been talks about a lot of earthquakes happening, especially in BC, which is where we are. And I seen something crazy about him talking about like 50,000 people, you know, that are going to not be able to, that are going to, you know, be taken out by these earthquakes. And I just did my my June energy report. I haven't posted it yet. And I was looking into this because I believe some new people were talking about news channels too, talking about like 10,000 earthquakes happening one day. So I wanted to see if I can pull some more cards on that, because I didn't see that in terms of like a significant thing. Yes, I do think earthquakes are going to happen. I've even been seeing, I mean, this could just be symbolism. A lot of the times when we dream, there's symbolisms, but I had a dream not too long ago. There was all this flooding happening. So let's ask the tarot here, and then I'll take a look and see what else you guys have here. But when we're looking at the potential of a major catastrophe happening along the coast with earthquakes and flooding, what can you share, Spirit? Let's see. See, I think there's some kind of intervention too. I think, yes, we are going to experience some shakeups, absolutely, but I'm not getting the tower moment. I'm not getting like the 10 of swords here. This is more of like, yes, being on guard. But when I look at this, we have the star, we have the judgment too, and the 2 of swords. So I don't know, you guys. I think there's so much fear pouring out there. So just use your guys' discernment when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yes, you know, 2025 in general is going to be a big shakeup when it comes to, you know, the fires. I think we're going to have a big year, unfortunately, for a lot of fires, a lot of like weather anomalies here. So again, I don't see a major catastrophe taking out, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So that's what I've gotten, and I've consistently gotten that. So let me know what you guys think. Let's see. So let's take a look and see what you guys have here and see what questions I missed. Oh, I don't think, sorry, actually, I'm going to go back to let's look at the next 2 months. I don't think I looked at the next 2 months for you, NLM, because unless this is, can you confirm, Spirit, are we going to see the exit of or some big exposures for Carney over the next 2 months? I was getting June, July, but let me just pull a few more cards and see what's coming out. Possibly, yeah. It's interesting actually, because I do have the two of cups. There's actually a lot of good energy coming out here again. So I think that a lot of secrets absolutely may come out, which for a lot of people are going to be a little unfortunate, but for people that know what's going on and have their eyes open, it's going to be like, yes, this exposure is happening. But I do have a lot here showing that things are going to be coming out slowly but surely. So let's see. I think a woo-woo woman, you said here you broke up with your boyfriend. Will you find love in the next 3 months? All right. So let's see what's coming out. Spirit, what can you share for woo-woo woman when it comes to a love and romantic relationship over the next 3 months? Very much possible, yes. You do have some options coming in. Again, just be aware of your state and your energy as well, okay? Because you have in your energy the 7 of cups, and this is opportunities, but sometimes, like you said, opportunities that come, maybe they're not for your best and highest good, right? But I do see potentially you have a Knight of Wands coming in here, okay? And it does look like this could lead to a higher level commitment because I do have justice here, but justice is also a karmic energy, right? And I got my lovers here too. So I have to say, I do see a strong possibility that there could be an opportunity for maybe an airy Leo Sagittarius coming in for you over the next couple months. But just make sure that you are working on yourself in that time as well. Like, know that there isn't somebody that's going to come in to so-called like complete you and make everything perfect, right? So just focus on your inner world and allow that person to come in naturally and genuinely without trying to force it, if that makes sense. Okay, my friend? Diana, hello. Oh, thank you for your kind words, my friends. Hello, Jessie. I was trying to find your question. Oh, Diane, I see your question now. So you reconnected with your ex, but it's unclear what her status is. Initially, he even suggested for us to just be friends, but it looks like we can't just be friends. Okay, let's see. What is the energy of Diana reconnecting with her ex? What does this look like for the momentum moving forward? This may take a little bit of time, my friend. But it does have some potential. I do think it does, especially with the outcome. This is the temperance, and when we're looking at relationships, this is a harmonious relationship, but this is also patience. So I feel like there's some stuff, someone, I don't know if this is you or him, or maybe both of you guys, just working on dealing with some, clearing up some traumas and some triggers here. But all in all, I mean, it does have a lot of potential here. And I think that there's a lot here to show that you guys could move forward in the future more than just friends. Like, this is more like we have a romantic energy, and you have a very loving Queen of Cups energy coming out as well. But I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so just allow, maybe there's some healing that has to be done. I don't know if I see it as being immediately. So maybe there's a bit of a, I don't want to say separation, but like you said, maybe you guys are just on a friend base, or just on a more of a surface level based right now, because some things are happening in the background. But it does have potential in the future from what I can see. Okay. All right, let's see. Hi, Evie. Will Niall Farage become our next prime minister? Nigel, sorry. I think last night I did a video on him before, and I think I called him Niall half the time. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Me and my names. Okay, so Nigel Farage. What's the energy spirit of Nigel Farage? No, I don't see it. If there's a lot of tough energy here. Look at that Eight of Swords. There's a lot of tough energy with Nigel here coming up right now. So it feels like things are at a standstill, and I feel like there's some kind of a judgment call or a wake up call. But I'm not seeing that, my friend. Okay. Maybe I'll have to do some more. There's so many videos that I want to do for you guys, but maybe I'll have to do some more videos on this one. This is lies and manipulation. So, I mean, are you guys having a election soon? Will he be the next prime minister? Sometimes that's trying to steal and cheat and lie your way in. But I don't see it. All right. So let's see. Linda. Hello, Linda. So you've been divorced for 10 years. You're happy but not dating. You're curious if another romantic union will come in. All right, let's see. Spirit, what can you share for Linda when it comes to a romantic union coming in for Linda? What do you have, Spirit? Wow. There's a possibility for this, my friend. You have the outcome, like you are the one manifesting this. Okay, so it's like if you want this to happen, there is a possibility. You have the magician right in the center. And when I see the outcome, look at this. You have a King of Wands staring at a harmonious union here. This is really positive here. So there's a bit of a delay, though, I think. I don't think this is coming right away. I have the Strength card in my situation, and that's a Leo energy. So this could be in the months ahead, my friend, but it is a possibility, okay? You're not, if this is something that you do want to put that intention out there, I do see a king coming in. It looks like a fiery king that wants to come in. And look at that. He's even looking over there at you. It's a beautiful union with that king and that queen. So it's a possibility, but it may be a little bit in the months ahead, okay? But again, you're manifesting your reality, my friends. I've had some pretty cool experiences working with like reality and just having fun, you guys. When you bring the magic back into your reality, amazing things happen. It's really incredible. All right. Diana, I'm fine with being patient. That's lovely. Much love to you guys. All right, so let's see. What else do I have here? Jesse, much love to you. Absolutely. Oh, Bambi. Okay, where you're in Florida, and okay, I haven't posted this yet, but again, I just did my June energy report, and I was seeing tornadoes. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this. So, what can you share for Bambi when it comes to Florida? You keep hearing that you're gonna have a horrible Cat 5 hurricane. I was seeing something like this in my crystal ball the other day, but I was getting more. I don't know. I kept getting the states, Texas as well, Oklahoma. I mean, I guess hurricanes and tornadoes are that's something that does happen there. But let's see what we have, Spirit. What can you share? Is there anything to be concerned about when it comes to a Category 5 or a large hurricane and Florida? I do think that there is, look at this, you guys. Three of Swords. We do have in the situation being out in the cold. On the back of the deck, I have the Devil. Um, and there's even the Ten of Swords here. So, I mean, not at all any fear mongering, you guys. When I look at the outcome, it does look like things are going to be okay. Three of Wands as the outcome, and I even have Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So when we look at this, I do think that we may experience quite a few, you guys, big weather anomalies for the next few months ahead here. But this could be even, again, stockpiling. Make sure you have some resources and supplies. Just be on the safe side, right? And the big theme, you guys, sorry if I'm veering off a little bit, is for June. The big message that I got again and again is it is not a good month to be out and about. It's not a good travel month. I think there's going to be a lot of things happening globally and worldwide with some hiccups, and I feel like some people may get stuck or stranded. So, I mean, not to put any fear out there, but I do think that there could be something like that brewing in the background. But again, it's going to be okay. Let me ask, is there going to be any massive, let's say, damage, or let's just see. Let me pull a few more cards on that. What else can you share, Spirit? Because the Devil seems a little manipulated, but when I look at the outcome, it feels like things are going to, like, through these catastrophes, I don't even want to say catastrophes, through these situations, people come together. They really do. They come together, they help each other, the community, all lends a helping hand. So again, look at that. Three of Pentacles. This is coming together with the community. I do have that kind of energy of a flooding card, or also moving into safer waters as well, or safer grounds. So we may expect some hiccups, my friends. Okay. But have some resources. It's just like, stay safe. Don't be out and about with that energy is what I'm getting. Okay. Just like with all these apparent earthquakes happening near us. I do see earthquakes happening, but I think there's a lot of assistance too with our soul family, our galactic family too. I mean, yes, some things have to shake up, and Mother Earth is going through a massive shift and a transformation. Look at the snake, right? The snake sheds its skin. So Gaia's going through a big shift and a change. So thank you so much. Much love to you, and thanks for your question. And you know what else, you guys? When we come together as a group, coming together and putting those intentions, they can really slow down and slow down these any massive impacts, if that makes sense, right? So even putting that intentions, I mean, if you're out there, I'll do this for you as well, but just even right now, putting like a shield of love, a shield of light around Florida, around the earth, and it can help soften and dampen these energies. So it's like, yeah, a hurricane hits, but it's not going to cause that much damage or chaos, right? So just know, you guys, we have the power to stop these things. Yeah, group intentions. Absolutely. I love it. I love it, you guys. We really do. All right, lovely souls. So let's see, what else do we have here? Hi, Chantel. All right. Alidia Kessler? Let's see here. Sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly, but let's go with Kessler. Oh, do I see anything moving on the career front? What do we have for Kessler? What's going on with the career front for you here? Any new opportunities coming through? You're going through a big shift right now. Um, It's not that you don't have opportunities, my friend, you do have them coming, but you're going through a massive, like, rebirth here. So I don't know if you recently lost or, if there was some kind of, um, opportunity or job that kind of didn't work out as planned, but I have that death card. Major shift you're going through. I've got a lot of major arcanas here, okay? I do think that there will be opportunities to come because look at this Ace of Pentacles, but usually, I feel like with your energy right now, I actually feel like, yes, focus on your intentions and pay attention to things that you wanna really move forward with in the future, but this is almost a time to just focus on your inner world for a short while because you're going through a big shift in your life from what it feels like, and it is going to be positive, but it's like getting through that chaos. It's almost like I'm seeing, when you're moving, right? You're moving and your house is a mess, right? And it's just like a stress, it's a burden. But then once you get situated, things start to level out. They become more clear. So it would be really good for you right now just to focus on your intuition and focus on your inner world at the moment. And then you'll notice these opportunities coming to you much faster. So you're just going through a major shift on a big level right now, from what I can see. Um, Liza, man-made hurricanes. With that devil that came out, possibly. What do we have, Spirit? Is this potential hurricane man-made? This is something I talked about in one of my videos I haven't posted to when it comes to this weather manipulation. Um, it does have a bit of some meddling energy, but for the most part, I think some of this is. I do get that it is potentially um, the earth, that's Mother Gaia, that is shaking up here. But that's why I'm wondering. I don't know if this is going to be as severe or as intense. It's almost like it can start out that way, but then it dissipates here. So I don't have any massive cards saying like it's absolutely like all manipulated, but if it is, it's like their powers are weakening here. And there may be a burst of some big like manipulated energy when it comes to the weather and these man-made events, but they don't hold their power like they used to. So let's see. Oh, Golden Dome. I haven't heard about that. um Let me see. Golden Dome for the US or Canada. Is for USA. If you've not heard about it, if not, maybe including your political. Okay, what I'll do, yeah, let me write that down. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Golden Dome. Perfect. Okay, I'll include that in there and we'll do a bit of a dive on that for you, my friend. All right, lovely soul. So let's see what we have here. Did I miss any questions? Usually I do my lives on Friday, but I have some appointments tomorrow, so I thought I would do it a little bit earlier. All right. Well, I think we got most of the questions. So let's see what shall we pull? Let's see if we can do a collective energy report for you guys. Um, What can you share? What messages do you want to share at this time, Spirit? What can you share for the collective at this time? Where are we headed in the times ahead? Let's see what's going on here. So, look at this. I love it. Yes, right now, you guys, we have that Eight of Swords, which is an imprisonment, you guys. So it feels like from a larger scale, a lot of these, look at this. Okay, right next to that situation, we have the collective that is tied down, but look at this. We have a sovereign energy coming out in the fruits of our labor. So I feel like for a lot of us, we may feel some bursts of just feeling tired and down and out here, but it's like the energetic fields are rising here. And there's there's definitely it's almost like these glitches are happening too. I keep seeing like almost glitches happening and scandals being released here in the very near times. Like I would say even over from now into the next 6 months, we're going to see quite a bit of stuff. We have that Six of Cups happening, and we're moving into more of alliances coming in, like our past alliances with this energy. So it looks really positive, you guys, even though things are tough on the outside. I see still a lot of really good energy, and this could even be like you said. I seen a message about, I think, food, on growing food, independent versus dependent. Yes, I feel a lot of more like independent collective communities coming together when it comes to farming and building food. Let's pull a few more cards on that and see what comes out. Um, the shift from growing food. Let's see what spirit, what can you share when it comes to that? What can you share with the shift to growing food, independent versus dependently? I almost have like the same cards coming out. Oh my gosh, I have the exact same cards. That's too funny. Yeah, look at this. Wake up call. So it's no secret that the foods and what we're being fed is, it's killing us here. It is poison, you guys. And this is a global, worldwide thing, but it's almost like a whole reset. Look at this. Dun, 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 we have judgment. It's like a whole reset. And Mother Earth, we have Gaia. Mother Earth here is going to heal. And there's going to be more people coming out with so much sovereign energy here. So I do see a lot of, like, it doesn't mean everybody has to grow their own food. That's not what I'm trying to say here, but we're going to see more and more local communities, I feel like, coming together and better choices. It's not going to be all forever, you guys. It's not going to be full of chemicals and toxic energies. It's going to be definitely like, yeah, purged here, parasitic purge. So this energy is falling, like we are done, we're on the rock bottom. And again, look at all the big companies, the pharmaceutical companies and stuff. There's no wealth in a healthy person. So there's all a plan. Like, I can't believe, I remember just recently looking at an article in the UK, and they were talking about how the government was trying to push, like, okay, let's make healthier food options cheaper for people, right? And certain corporations like Nestle, Coca-Cola, they push back on it, and they're like, no, like, why do you think it's so cheap to go and get a burger? You can go get like a cheeseburger for like $3, right? But it's full of toxics and chemicals, right? So anyway, I see us changing. I see the earth completely turning into a new direction where these are purges, and a lot of these things that are happening, the earthquakes, the floods, Mother Earth is going through a massive shift. And it's not about it being a punishment, but it's a recalibration. So this isn't going to be the world forever that we're in, you guys. It's a transition. And in the next years ahead, I still think 2026, it'll feel like a different energy, but moving into the early 2030s is going to look really positive. But It's going to be challenging for those who don't want to adapt, right? Like you need to be able to open yourself. You need to be able to connect to your inner world. So those who want to hang on and cling tight to the old governments and the old systems, they're not going to be able, they're going to have a really, really hard time. So yeah. Thank you for your questions, my friend. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's see. And I'm in a rut right now. What do the cards say about this? Okay. What can you share, Spirit, for Anne? What's the energy about Anne and her current momentum moving forward? I have to say, Anne, a lot of people right now, you're going through a major shift right now too. And I do see what you're saying. There's a bit of confusion, there's a bit of a fog happening in your energy. And I was experiencing this as well. And I have to say, I know this sounds very basic, but listen to your body, because maybe you're feeling a nudge to do something here. But Spirit's trying to nudge you with something here. This is an opportunity, okay? Is there something that you keep ignoring, okay? Because I'll tell you a quick example here. Spirit has been nudging me to go for a walk, like go for a walk, go for a walk, go for a walk. And I'm like, yeah, I have so much to do. I don't have time to go for a walk, right? So I kept ignoring it. And finally, I'm like, you know what? Things got a little bit just like dense. It was this energy. So the same as what you're explaining. You feel like you're in a rut. You feel like things are a little bit foggy. It's like, hey, what's happening here? So I stopped and it's like, hey, you guys bring the magic back into your world. Like think of a time in your childhood, maybe if you have to go back, and think of a time that was magical for you, right? So I'm like, okay, I have to make a different choice if I want to see a different result, right? You can't just keep doing the same thing and expect it to go away. So you have to make different choices. You have to be conscious. You have to be aware of what it is that you're trying to achieve here. So, for example, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for my walk. That was the most amazing thing I have done, my friends. I was connecting. It was pouring rain too. It's pouring rain. I was connecting with the Mother Gaia, the nature, the trees. I was enjoying myself so much that I make dedicated time to do that now. And in doing that one little thing, going for a walk a half an hour a day, for example, it has changed the whole flow of my day and my energy. So what I can say is you are going through a massive shift. Major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. Again, you as well. A lot of us are going through massive shifts and changes because we are being guided and nudged to connect more here and not so much the external. Doesn't mean the external like we ignore completely and go live in a cave. We still have to deal with our life, yes. But if you deal with it and you work with it more from a magical standpoint and you have fun with it, it becomes really exciting. And these opportunities are going to come flowing to you. Okay. Your rut is clutter. Yes, clutter. Clutter is a big one. Just feel the difference. For example, take one room. If a whole house is overwhelming for you, take one room, declutter it, right? And then when you walk into that room after it's completely done, you're like, wow, how does it make me feel? Focus on that feeling, because I can confirm, like, when my place is kind of cluttered and it's a mess and there's stuff everywhere, things are more foggy. They're more chaotic, right? So a clean home, a organized home is like more like, for me, it's more in alignment with my energy, and that's what you're being nudged to do. So try not to get so overwhelmed with doing extensive, like massive things all at once. Start small and even just becoming aware of it. So say if you have no idea what it is that you're struggling with, or I'm trying to find an example. Like say I don't know, say you're like eating crappy foods, right? Become aware of it, okay? So, if you are if you are, let's say, eating, I don't know, a fast food burger, right? Yeah, but be careful of perfectionism. Yeah, I agree, right? Um, say if you're eating a fast food burger, as you're eating it, be aware of it. Be like, "Hey, I'm eating this burger. I'm eating this burger," and then start to also say, be like, "Okay, this is in alignment with my highest self," and there's going to be a resistance there because you know it's not, and then you're going to start to make choices that are in alignment with your higher self. So hopefully that makes sense, but um, just even just even going for that simple walk, my friend, it made a huge difference. And I had more opportunities flowing in. I had more, let's say, clients coming in. It just all these little things would line up. But have fun with it too. Like, find it doesn't have to be a walk, but find something that you enjoy. Hello, Tiger One. All right, so I'll take a couple more. I won't be able to stay too late after the time just because I have some stuff going on today, but unfortunately I missed like 20 minutes trying to get logged on here. So let's see. Tiger One, you said you're planning to buy a house later this year and you're wondering what the cards have to say about that. You have crypto and silver. Will it be both or maybe something else? All right, let's see. What's the energy of Tiger One buying a house later this year? What does that look like, Spirit? Ooh. Ooh. I do see you buying a house later this year. You have a lot of energy to support that. Um, You have the Ace of Cups, you have the Sun in the situation, and you have the Eight of Wands showing like you guys are walking away into a whole new space, and I have a big confirmation from that. So is that going to be crypto? See, the thing is, I still, you guys, yes, I see it going up, but I don't know how much it's going to go up in 2025, to be honest. I'm getting still a pretty volatile energy, so there could just be an opportunity. I have seen towards the end of this year, the markets, we're going to see some massive changes in the markets, so things may be more affordable, more doable for you in your situation. But let me just pull a few cards on that when it comes to crypto. It does look like, yeah, it does look like we will see it go up, and it's going to continue to, like, we have the strength here, a major arcana. So I do think that it's going to take a bit of patience, but I think we can see crypto to go up by the end of the year here. But again, I do see a lot of this still. So um hello. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. It looks really positive for you. I don't see you having a whole lot of issues with purchasing a house or moving if that's what you guys are planning on doing. It looks like that's something that will work for you, okay? I did get the four of Pentacles as well, so that's like holding on to things. This could be, yes, holding on to your investments and that sort of thing, because they will take off and balance out in the times ahead. All right, so let's see. Anne, you're actually taking a walk right now. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited for you. try to, like, again, I'm so big. I'm so excited about bringing the magic. Like, if you guys follow me, you might have heard me talk about this before, but I loved like Bewitched and I Dream a Genie, especially when I was like a little girl. So I would like run around and pretend I was like a witch and a genie and like use my nose to twinkle things. And it's like, have fun with it. Bring the magic back into it because I have it upstairs, but I have a really fun, a fun story I can share with you guys. I was in meditation and I was looking at working with this reality, right? We can I'll try to put this in words because they're more feelings. Sometimes I have trouble with forming my situation, so I'll do my best for you guys. But it's like bringing the magic back into that. So I focused on my breath work. I went into meditation, and then I commanded that thing that I wanted into my reality. And at that point, it was like a flicker of an impression. So when I went into that state, I had fun. There wasn't a resistance. So you can do this with I do this with seeing when I go for my walks, for example. I'll say, okay, show me like a pink car, like a Barbie pink car. There's not very many of them. So have fun and play around with it with things where you don't have resistance. You can say also, I always find parking. You command that into your reality and you'll see things shift for you. And for example, getting back to my experience, I was in meditation and I'm like, I want something different to show up in my reality, like in my home. And I seen a crystal. And I'm like, okay, maybe there's going to be a crystal, right? That's going to be placed in a different area of the home or something of that matter. So during that time, I did the meditation, I released it, I surrendered. There was no resistance. It was fun at the end of the day. It didn't really matter to me whether or not that manifested or not, but I commanded it into reality. I woke up the next morning and there was a mini crystal sphere, crystal ball. I have it upstairs that was placed on my chair in my office. And initially, I'm like, I kind of like doubted it, right? I was like, okay, this is just a bead, right? Because I do work with the bracelets and I do gemstone bracelets. So I thought it was a bead initially. And I picked it up and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is much bigger than an 8 millimeter bead. And it had no holes in it. It was a mini crystal sphere, you guys. So I was so excited. This was a big confirmation. I'm like, oh my goodness. In my meditation, I got myself centered. I had fun. I commanded the reality to show me this crystal. And I did not buy this crystal. I have no idea where it came from. And it was placed nicely right on my chair. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to do this again. So when I go for my walks, I command into reality, show me, I don't know, a yellow car with black stripes, right? Or something like that, and have fun with it, you guys. And you'll start to see magic happen. I did this again with chocolate. So I said, okay, I went back into meditation. I'm like, show me a chocolate sitting somewhere randomly in the house. And next morning I woke up, there was chocolate placed on the couch. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what? So have fun with it, you guys. But the key is you don't want the resistance there. At the end of the day, it wasn't like I was like fixated on it. You're just commanding it into reality and seeing it all come together. So it was kind of a fun experience and something that I'm still enjoying and playing with. But bring the fun, bring the magic back into your day, you guys, and you'll see incredible things happen, okay? So, thank you so much again for joining me here, you guys. I appreciate you. We'll take the one more question. Thank you, Sherry. And does Hawaii have a special connection to you? Okay, let's see. What do we have for Sherry when it comes to Hawaii? What do we have, Spirit, for Sherry when it comes to connection? Is there a maybe past life or a big connection when it comes to Sherry and Hawaii? Yes. There is. I feel like you've had past lives there before. Look at this. We have the 10 of cups right in the center. So it wouldn't surprise me if that is, and again, that nudge, you knowing that, like the fact that you're like, okay, does this, you're questioning it, you're drawn to it. I do see you as having connections to Hawaii here. I think, you have that teacher energy too. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was definitely a past life where you were very much, I'm not sure if that's where you're located now or if you always just have that pull to Hawaii, but I definitely think that you have a connection to it absolutely with this energy. You know what? I don't know. This sounds really weird, but I feel like you can go there in your dream state. So it's almost like I don't know if this remote viewing or astral projecting, but I'm almost seeing you being able to put yourself in Hawaii or in a certain specific area that you love when you're sleeping here. So this is the astral realm when you're in bed, that theta state. I was practicing that too and just astral traveling to different places that I wanted to go visit and see. And it's quite incredible. Like if you're a visual person, I mean, you can see so many amazing things throughout your meditations and moving forward. You did that candy cane. See, yes, you did that with powder milk and nuts for baking. Absolutely. Absolutely, you guys. And the thing is, like, it's fun. Like, if you guys start small and do those little things, you'll start to build up trust and more momentum behind it too. And then you go full force and you see amazing things really coming into your reality. So thank you so much, lovely lady. When crypto goes up. I'm not sure if that was the second question. When will crypto go up? I think it's going to go up and down over 2025. 2026, I think it depends. Some may do better than others, but over the next few years, you guys, we are headed. I've had a lot of good energy. Actually, I was talking to lovely Marsha about a certain month. I think it was August or towards again, I've got this again and again, you guys, towards the end of this year, I have seen a lot of positive energy when it comes to, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some big momentum when it comes to better housing costs or better, let's say even opportunities when it comes to wealth and abundance, that could represent crypto as well, because we are headed towards a digital or more of a decentralized system, but it's just we have to get through the muck over the next little while. So it's still going to be a couple years of like 2025 is like brushing, like pulling all the weeds out. And then 2026, 2027 will be like kind of dusting ourselves off from what I can see. And then we're going to be moving into more of this beautiful sovereign energy. So again, it's up to each and every one of us to really focus on our inner world and work on ourselves, because as always, that inner work equals world work, right? So I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to wrap it up here for today. But again, thank you for all your love and support and hanging out with me today. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week. We'll probably plan maybe another next Friday. I'm not sure if Monday I'll be doing a live. If I can, I will try for you guys, but I'm working on some side things as well right now. So lots of love with all you guys, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you, NLN. I have a note down to do. I'm going to do a video on that one. I'll probably be in a few days still, but I'll look at more Canada over the next couple of years, and we'll see if we can dissect that a little bit more, and I'll look at that golden dome for you. Okay, so love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye for now.